Hey guys, all the products you see in this video can be found in the description down below. Hey guys, today we have this blind from FLISSA. They sent me this blind so I can give you my honest review. I'll say my favorite thing in just a second, but first thing is you need to know. First of all, guys, this is a 2 to 3 person blind, and that'll fit in there very comfortably. You just get some chairs, set them up in there, or just sit on the ground, whatever you want to do. But chairs is my preferred method in a blind like this. It is a 270-degree blind, so you can see out 3 of the sides, and the back side is full of different doors and accessories, which is super nice. If you don't know what a blind is sort of like a tent that you can see out of, but nothing can see into. So it's really useful for photography, other outdoor activities or hobbies. And it's awesome because I would have never been able to get these photos and these videos without this blind. And you can see this moose. There was 3 of them. It was really kind of crazy, but it was so worth having this blind because look at these amazing photos and videos that I got. Real quick, before I show you the outside features as well as the inside features, my favorite thing about this blind has always been is that once you're inside, you can see outside of the blind almost as well through the blind as you can with the windows. And as you can see, you cannot see inside this from the outside at all. One of the nicest things about this is that it comes in a bag that has a zipper. A lot of these that you see have like a stuff pouch you guys stuff it down in. This one has a zipper and it's super nice, super easy to get in and out. Setup on this is super simple, guys. Just take it out of the bag, place the bottom on the ground, pretty much just let it fall on the floor. It's gonna kind of fall in like a weird triangle shape, star shape. That's how it's supposed to look. From there, it's super simple. Some people like to go inside and then push on the sides and get popped out. You can do that if you want. I recommend getting used to the mechanics of it first. So all that is each side has one of these little pop outs. You just grab that and pop it open. Okay, rotate around to each side, pop it open. Once you get to the final side and pop that open like this, all you have is the top. Give it a slight pull and there you go. Super easy, super simple. It is nice that this also comes with 8 stakes and some ropes so you can stick it down without having to go get your own stakes. Real quick, we're going to talk about the outside features of this blind, and they're awesome. The first thing you're going to notice is this huge door, guys. And on this door, you can either leave it zipped up completely or you can unzip it and open the entire door. So as you can see, you can leave this whole entire door open. This might be useful if the animals or whatever you're looking at are in this direction and this will still shade you and you want to have that airflow, or if you just want to have this whole side open for some reason, whatever. Okay, the outside also has a lot of really nice webbing, as you can see. And this webbing is on the top as well as on the midway section down below. And that webbing goes along the whole entire top and the whole entire midsection. This makes it super easy and convenient to brush in your blind so you can conceal it even better than it already is. Also from the outside, you can tell that there's a window here, as well as another window down there that can also be used as a doggy door. And then these windows here, we're going to talk about those once we get inside. Another window here on the front, as well as here on the side. The thing that's probably my favorite thing about this blind has to be these silent windows, guys. And you know when you're on your blind and you see an animal out there, you want to take a picture or whatever you're doing, and you go to open that window and all of a sudden this makes a crazy noise. These blinds are practically silent. You cannot hear these at all. And you just slide them down. You slide these ones up. And now you have a perfectly good window to see out of. And it's the same on both sides of each window. And guys, these windows, if you can tell, are really big windows. Of course, you don't have to open them all the way. You can open them as big as you want, whether that's fully open or let's just say, half closed. Whatever you want to do, these silent windows are amazing and they stay exactly where you put them. And this blind has them on all 3 sides of the blind. Guys, my next favorite thing about this blind, even without the windows open, the visibility to the outside is just incredible. Guys, now we're going to talk about the back side of the blind. On the back side of the blind has a couple of really awesome features as well. And what you have back here is, first of all, you have a second door. Let's just say for whatever reason the front door is not accessible. All you have to do is come to this back side and open that up, and there you go. You got a door right there as well. Okay, so super awesome, super convenient. Maybe there's something out the back you want to see that you can't see for some reason. Maybe you just don't want to disturb an animal that's in front of your blind. Whatever the reason is, that door is an awesome feature to have. Okay, now also down here we have another silent door or a silent window. This is more of like a doggy door, which is actually super nice. I haven't seen a ton of blinds that have these. Basically, it just rolls up just like the windows, and now you have the door out the back. on the bottom. So that's super convenient, super nice. You could also just use this like an air vent, but you just open this backside. You're not looking out that way. You're not worried about seeing from the back anyway. So why not open that and use it as an air vent? And then you also have another window right here that just unclips. And you could also use that for whatever you're using it for, or you could just use it as an air vent as well. Super nice to have all these options, guys. You could even open that whole entire backside and have a lot of ventilation in here, or keep it sealed up, whatever your needs for privacy are, or concealment, whatever you need. This blind pretty much has a bunch of different options that are super useful that you can use. All right, guys, another thing you'll notice about this blind is right here, there is a storage pocket, and this storage pocket can be used for a bunch of different things. And you can kind of see what that's used for. It can hold a whole bunch of those, as well as anything else you need it to hold. Super awesome to have that. And it also has this kind of little compartment back here as well. And you can just kind of use that to store whatever you want. It's super convenient. Not a ton of blinds have this. I really love having that option on this blind. This is something that not a lot of people are going to talk about. But another thing on this blind, these bars are really sturdy. So if you wanted to get some little straps or something and then hang something from those, that way it's accessible at all times and easy to get to, that's another option as well. This blind is just as easy to take down as it is to put together. All you do is push in those sides. Then you push in the top. And then, guys, this is what gets some people stuck. All you have to do is grab one of the corners, fold it in, grab it from the bottom, put it back in the case. Super easy, super simple. All right, so my favorite thing about this blind just has to be the fact that it has those silent windows, guys, but also the fact that you can see out of the blind without even having the windows open, almost as well as you can see out of the blind with the windows open. Of course, if you need to put a camera or something else through the window, obviously you're going to open those windows. But for observation purposes where you don't even want to move and maybe you spook something, having that transparency of being able to see through the blind without opening any windows is incredible. But even if you have to open a window, the fact that these are so silent is just awesome. I really, really, really appreciate that about this blind. Like I said, I've used other blinds where you open those windows and they're all crinkly or it's a zipper. I don't know who designed that, but this one, that smooth, silent window opening is a game changer in my opinion. I think that is the best feature of this, but everything about this, the size, how easy it is to put together, how easy it is to take apart, how easy it is to just do everything in there, the accessory pockets, just everything about this blind, guys, is high quality. I think it's an amazing blind. I highly recommend this product. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. I appreciate it a ton. Have a good day, guys.